everyone, Cherie here. Today I'm going to scrap another page with some pretty bits and pieces from the Felicity Jane kit. I've been creating pages all through March with the Jane kit, and I've still got so many things left over, so I thought today I'd grab out some bits and pieces that have the yellows, the blacks, this lovely wood grain colours, and I'm going to try and use some of the stamps on it as well. And I've also grabbed out the washi strips too that came in the kit. So I'll see what I can come up with, and I'll put you on fast forward. Okay, so to start off with, I'm going to layer these pieces together. So I'll just shuffle those around a bit. I'm thinking I'll add that little strip to the side as well. So I'll staple those into place, just so they don't move about. And now I'm going to add my photo to that with some foam tape on the back, and that'll just help it sit up off the page a little bit and add a bit of dimension, which is always nice. So I'm adding that strip in to the side there just with some double-sided tape, and across the top I'm going to add this diagonally cut strip of yellow paper. Now that same paper is behind my photo. And on it goes. Okay, so my camera ran out of batteries. So while I was waiting for that to recharge, I've just gone ahead and added a few paint splatters to the background, and I've also put some machine stitching on here as well. I've used a zigzag stitch along there and another bit of stitching at the top and bottom of my photo there as well. Okay, so I'm ready to keep going now. Hopefully the light will hang in there, and I'll speed the rest of the video up for you. Okay, so now I'm going to add some embellishments to the page. So I'm using that yellow label from the cut apart sheet. I've just tucked that underneath the side of the photo, and that flare badge will go onto that little spot there as well. Now you'll see at the close-up photos at the end of the video, I've actually ended up adding a bit of messy thread under that as well. Okay, so that little bird is also from the cut apart sheet. He's so cute. I've just used some foam dots underneath him so he's sitting off the page a little. Just roughing up those edges of the paper with my fingernail as well to add a little texture. Now that little fishtail label that I've added underneath the photo as well is also from the cut apart sheet. So next I'm adding that little My Happy label and those cardstock banners as well. I'm just stapling one end of the banner to the edge of the page, and the other end of each banner is just tucked under the edge of those papers there. So they're pretty safe. I don't think they're going to move around very much. Now the white tag I've grabbed from my stash, and I'm just going to cut the bottom end off of that and tuck it in beside that little bird. So just pop him out the way for a minute. And then that little bird can go back into place. Okay, so next I'm going to add some stars. Now these are also from the kit, and I'm just putting a little square foam dot behind each one. So adding lots of dimension to this page. So I'm just popping them on wherever I think they look best. There we go. A little bit of washi above that label there. I've just torn off a little length out of those strips. Now I'm going to add a little bit of stamping. So all of these stamps you can find in the Felicity Jane store. Above that loved banner, I just thought I'd add the words "You Are." Now that's from the set called Note to Self. There's lots of lovely images in that set. So this will create my title. So now it says "You Are Loved." And I thought that needed something extra. So I've looked into one of the other sets. I can't remember the name of this set, but it's got a set of tiny little love hearts, a little set of 3 hearts there. So that's just going to the left of those words. Now underneath the photo, I'm using a stamp that I've used lots of times now. It's some little row of dots. So I'm stamping that a few times under there. You'll see that, or how that looks in the close-up photos at the end of the video as well. So I'm just looking around at what else I can add to the page. And in the end I decide, I'll grab one of those tiny labels, it's a tag, out of my stash. So that's what I'm going to use for the date. Now when I've inked up my stamp, I haven't actually inked the date part of the stamp. I've just inked up March 2017. So I'm just stamping that. I actually stamped it onto both sides of the tag, and I'm going to use the side that looks best. So I'll just scrunch up that twine, and I'm going to staple that into place underneath that My Happy label. And on it goes. So I just make a couple of little minor adjustments here, and that's how my page has turned out. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back again very soon with another project to share. Bye for now.